available experts, please report to room A9.
Hello guys, KTaNE here, and welcome to technically Needy Spree 3, is what I called them. Starting off with Simon's sequence here. Press the button that flashes, and then press each previous flash, and then the flash it's showing. It's basically Needy Simon Says. Let's wait for it to activate again. Any day now. So we're going to press, for this one, we're going to press yellow, then blue. That's just basically what it is. If you drop the wrong button, it was only a strike and reset where you previously entered. But it doesn't reset the sequence, but if the counter expires, things will reset and give a strike. It'll be like the first time you ever pressed it. So, yellow, blue, green. And it's only deactivated 3 seconds around to reach new stage. I'm going to quickly demonstrate what happens if you press something wrong. So say if you couldn't remember and you pressed green, you get a strike and it resets where you've previously entered. So it's actually yellow, blue, green, blue.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
So that's Simon's sequence. Up next, we have Llama, Alpaca.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
So an image will appear on the screen here. And you must identify whether or not it's a llama here, an alpaca here, or neither. In this case, this is a horse, so neither. Let's wait for it to activate again. This is also not a llama or alpaca. This is a donkey. That's all this is. Of course, these ones do appear. We'll give it one more activation, see if either of these ones appear, and then I'll move on to the next one. So this is a sheep, so neither again. Otherwise, you would press llama if it's a llama, alpaca is alpaca. Okay, on to the next one. We have the Stampycat.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
This one's quite simple. When it activates, click it to reach 100. There you go. Petting the cat will add 2 extra seconds. Paying too late will cause a strike with timing run out. So find 100. If there's only 10 seconds left, don't click on it because it will strike. And when it's not active at all. But if it strikes, it's equal to being satisfied. That's a very simple one. Okay, up next, skill stop.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
When the needle activates, we're going to have to stop this needle in the green area. If we miss here, we listen to the very time we go strike, it dissolves the module. As you can see, this is very difficult to do. This is quite difficult one. One more attempt at this. You get the idea. Sorry that I can't give a good example of this one because I'm very bad at it.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
You are trying to stop it in this tiny green area here. Sorry, one more attempt. There we go. So that's how skill stop works. Up next, function identification.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
We'll get a function here. This one is a constant. The constants the graphs we can get are linear, which is a straight line, constant, which is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Reciprocal is there's a curve here and here, hyperbolas they're called, like here. Quadratic is this shape. Cubic is like this. These diagrams are basically what will appear. Goniometric looks like the sine and cosine stuff. Exponential shoots off to infinity that way. This one, I think, is a quadratic. Yep. Exponential goes off to infinity that way. Logarithm goes off to infinity this way, basically. Basically flipped in the axis here. Flipped in the x equals y line for this, the exponential and logarithmic ones. The graphs can be moved up and down, flipped, and moved up and right. There are only 10 graphs for each function, and all the information corresponds to math in real life. The functions are taught about they was going to in high school. This one is the goniometric one. That's simple enough to understand. On to the next one. Maze Rush.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
This one is a keep up the time one, where we had to navigate the white dot to the grey star, and it will add time on, or you keep on doing that. If you walk into a wall, you'll get a penalty. It doesn't immediately strike you. And you also can't receive 2 warnings in a row. Because it's lucky ones like that. Anyway, that's how that one works. Up next, Needy Pie.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
A section of pie will be specified here. Type in that specified part from after the decimal point. So 7 to 11 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 to 11 will be 6, 5, 3, 5, 8. And it'll just as soon as you've typed in the last digit for that one. Let's wait for it to activate again. Wait for it to activate again. If it wants to reactivate any time now, there we go. Oh, 7 to 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're typing this in again. Don't worry, it doesn't always give the same sections. We just got lucky there, but you get the idea. If it gave you 1 to 5, it would be these. If it gave you 4 to 8, it would be these ones, and so on. 6 to 10, let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 to 10 is 2, 6, 5, 3, 5. And so on and so forth. Next, we have permutations.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
We'll have these 3 here. You must swap it to a sequence we haven't had yet, so let's swap these 2. Let's mark these down as we've used green, black, pink, 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 and a different pink, and then black, pink. Or that is more maroon. Let's swap these 2 this time. So now we've used black, maroon. Let's call this maroon, pink, green, green, black. I'm going to stay on this one for a bit because when all permutations buttons are used, they will add another button and increase the time allotted by 5 seconds. So let's swap these 2 now. There will be 6 permutations for this one. Okay, next we can swap these 2. Green, black, black, maroon. Might not be an actual current for that, but that. And the pink one. So now we just have the one where the pink is at the start. And since we already used one at the start, we now have our extra square. So now, resetting our list, we would then know this. Let's just call this pink, maroon, green, and peach, which has E. Reset it again.
Emergency
We now
cleared.
swap these
All
ones.
personnel, please return to your stations.
And it functions like that. You can swap multiple ones if you want to find one that you haven't used yet. And And the final one I'm going to be going over is not. This has nothing to do with the module not.
All available experts.
We just have something to do with double negatives. So when it activates, we first answer a question about the bomb. Does the bomb have one battery? Yes. We remember what we answered for this one. Now every subsequent question will ask about our previous answer, unless it's turned off in the mod setting. Then it will tell you which one you pressed last. So when it activates again, it will ask a question about our previous answer. What wasn't the button you pressed last? Wasn't the button we pressed last. We pressed the green one last, but wasn't means we're pressing red. And they don't know now. Just wait for it to activate again. What wasn't the button you pressed last? Green. The question can change. What was not your last answer? Basically, focus on the nots to figure out if you swap your answer or keep it the same. So, that was all the needies that didn't have a tutorial right now. Hopefully, they all make sense now. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. I'll see you later.